This is a screencast that will show you how to use Salestrakr to send email to your contacts in Salestrakr, and as well it will show you how to take email you received in from your email client and forward it to Salestrakr so that you can associate those emails with a contact profile. Now the contact profile that we have in front of us has email addresses in it. Right here in the business card you'll see over here on the left hand side of that card there's an email address. You can click on it and by default Salestrakr knows to use Salestrakr's email client. Let's enter in a subject into this email, and let's enter in the same text below into the email. You'll notice with the formatting bar down below here we can make changes to the text as appropriate. So you come in and give it a try, and there's various things you can do. Bold, underline, strike through. You can also enter in lists of information and as well align information that you may have in that email. Then you can merely come over here and hit send. You can also look at email templates you may have where if you want to automate the email, you can put in mail merge items and as well put in a standard text that you have in the template. You can also add a template or add an attachment or go and look at a company file. Maybe it's a presentation, perhaps it's a brochure. You can also then attach those to the email and send those out to the person you're sending to. Let's come back to the front page though again. Let's show you another thing you can do with Salestrakr email. You can also add a signature in. You'll notice in this email we do not have a signature, or we do have a signature here but we don't have a logo down below. Let's go through and make a quick change to the signature and add a logo and then see what it looks like. So let's go back to Salestrakr by hitting the home button or the logo here. Let's go into administration. We'll go into users. We'll come down to the user that we're working with right now. And down below here we have the signature. Let's change their email address just slightly. And let's also give them a logo. And we can come down here and say this is confidential. Now we're going to save changes. Let's come back to Salestrakr. Let's refresh the screen. And let's pull back up now what it may look like. And you'll see now we've made a change to the email address as shown here. We've added in a logo. And as well, we've added in some text beneath the logo. Typically this might be legal items related to your email, or it could be a tagline. Let's go back to Salestrakr again and show you what you can do if you'd like to use your own email client instead of using the Salestrakr client. Let's go back to administration, come back to users, pick the appropriate user, and now we can come down below and see that we've got everything set up like we'd like if we use the Salestrakr client, but let's say no, we'd like to use our own email client. Let's say for example you use Outlook on Windows or on the Mac, or perhaps you use Apple Mail, or perhaps you use Thunderbird on Windows or the Mac. Now we've made that change. Let's hit Save Changes. We'll jump out of administration, come back over to Salestrakr, we'll refresh the screen. And now when you click on the email address in the business card, it'll bring up your own email client right there. So now you can use your own email client and send it out. But what you may want to do is set up a Dropbox within Salestrakr, and you can blind copy yourself on that email. So I'm going to type Dropbox, and there it is, my unique Dropbox that I've already added to my address book so that it shows up here in my own email client. Now when I send this out to the user, it will forward it to the Dropbox, and Salestrakr will know to look for the recipient that I sent to and match it to the contact profile that I have for that person in Salestrakr, and then put it in the history of that contact. Let's go back over to Salestrakr again, and let's show you one other area that you'll want to pay attention to. Let's go back into administration, and let's tell it that we don't want to use our own email client anymore, that we want to use the Salestrakr client. So we'll click that off. The other thing we can do is blind copy ourselves in every email. So if we do use the Salestrakr email client, and we'd still like to see it coming into our own email client where we tend to spend most of our day, or where we are when we're out on the road, or perhaps even using our smartphone, we'll now see that the email we sent out did come back into our inbox and we have some record of it in another location. So I've already got that box ticked. I'm going to tell it that I want to use my own email client, and I'm going to hit Save Changes. Let's go back now though to our users here, and you'll see here you can create a Dropbox. All you have to do is, if you don't already have a Dropbox, click here, say where it says Request an Email Dropbox. Salestrakr will generate that unique email address for you, and then you can use that when you send and receive email from your email client. And that way it'll be forwarded to Salestrakr, match will be made, and the email will be written underneath your appropriate contact profile. Hope that helps you with Salestrakr. Hope you enjoy the new feature of being able to add a logo into your signature in Salestrakr email.